Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi where you get the gist. I see they do it saying. I see they heart. Of course you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze you do well. You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. Guys, last night was just too much. The housemates, of course, had their wager tax yesterday. First off, I'll just have to say these housemates are talented, no cap. Like they are super duper talented. When they give them wager tax here, it will look like they are not serious. It's gonna be given like they are not doing anything, but when they come to the arena, they always deliver. So this was another wager tax. I was thinking the housemates would win. But guess what, guys? Biggie will always be Biggie, because they outdid themselves, starting from the performance, how this guy, what's the name, Kelly Ray, came out with the voice, sang, and later on the housemate joined, holding the various countries' flag. You know, the people from Malawi already said the housemate to people from Malawi said the housemate to fail the wager because their flag was not seen. They said this housemates una go fill this wager out because we did not see our flag there. So already people from Malawi are actually burning their candle for the housemate not to win this wager because of they did not see their flag among the country's flag the housemates were holding during this arena their wager task. Meanwhile, after their presentation and everything, guys, amazing presentation. I am very sure most of you all watched them. Like, is it the speech? First off, I'm gonna give Wanni and Topher huge kudos. In fact, people on the social space were doing same too, because these two, Wanni, it's so outspoken. This girl is so outspoken. Oh my god! You see, when it comes to presentation, Wanni knows how to do it, and Topher too has the voice. Like this boy is also good. Like he is an intelligent chap. So after the presentation, Wanni and Topher did their thingy. What's the name? What's her name? Kesia and Victoria did their thingy with their fashion style. TJ with the laba laba drone. What's the name? Chizoba with her own checkers app, Onyeka with her speech, everything was given, guys. But after everything, Biggie just gave a shout out to what's the name? Chizoba. Imagine the Chizoba who was holding up her work that Sean was complaining about. That's just her last minute work was what worked out. Like Biggie appreciated it that the checkers app was good. Biggie also gave TJ thumbs up. Biggie was like, the two people Biggie gave huge thumbs up was just Chizoba and TJ. It was Chizoba first, followed by TJ. That was after Biggie has asked the head of house to rate their performance, and then after everything, guys, Big Brother said they failed their wager. Big Brother actually faulted Onyeka on her own, but guys, Onyeka did try even with her speech and everything. Also faulted the buyer freak, that is Wanni and what's the name? Topher. He said he just gave the instance what they would have done more there. How the investors would have questioned Onyeka more via her own whatever. It was just there. To me, I think it would have been a wager win for them because they really tried. I don't know about you guys, but I felt it would have been a win-win for them. This housemate literally tried. In fact, they tried to the extent that after they failed the wager, they silently walked back into the house. but rather they were still giving themselves some accolade. In fact, the head of house spoke to the housemates, told them that, I mean Sean, he said, guys, you all tried your best. Like, I'm not happy, but I'm not faulting anyone at all. Like, you all literally tried your best, but I think Big Brother just has his own reason for why would he not win this wager. So if you see me not happy, it's not because of anyone. I'm not going to point at anyone that it's their fault. No ways. Everybody did their absolute best, you know. He finished with them and told them to enjoy their weekend. I mean, the HOH Sean, and then he went upstairs. Victoria, on the other hand, Nelly and others was trying to hug her off, because when you are the head of house and you fail during your reign, it's actually touchy. Even Victoria said it. Victoria said it hit different when you are the head of house, and Nelly said exactly. So some people were even dragging Nelly. They said, "Oh, Nelly is happy that they failed the wage." I'm like, "Ha." Where is this one coming from? So they felt like because Nelly once failed during her reign, her tenure as the head of house, that she looks so satisfying and happy that they failed the wager. How they dared to find that one out, my people, I don't know. They were even dragging her because of that. Did you notice something like that from Nelly? Because the last time I checked, Nelly was even the one holding, what was her name, Victoria's hand, trying to cheer her up first off from the arena. Any which ways, that was how the housemate literally did feel this wager. And then I also felt like, because the energy in the house is actually in an equilibrium level. What do I mean? Most of the people in the house are literally cool with each other. I think that's why they could take in this loss in good faith. Because I remember, if it was when when they have people that they do not really get along with, it would have actually stirred a whole lot of brows. They would have felt like, oh, those people. Because I remember during Nelly's time, she said it directly that Chinwe wanted to jeopardize her reign, to make sure they did not win the head of her. So I feel like the housemates, they are all in a good place. Everyone might not necessarily be that cool, but because they're actually cool, like normal cool. And that's why the lost or whatever, the losing the wager was not really an issue for the housemates. Do not get me wrong, it did get to them, but not like it would have been if there were more housemates in the house. Yeah. Okay, coming from Comrade Attitude, Topher, he underrates himself a lot. This guy is super intelligent for his age. I do not think he underrates himself, because he told Biggie himself that when it comes to intellectual, that he is there. Yes. And then some persons felt like sheep is actually hoarding his shine. As you can see, Nita says somehow the sheep limits him. He has so much potential. So do you think sheeps limits this housemates? I think it depends on the personality anyways. Coming from Comrade also, Topher and Wanni have such amazing chemistry presenting together. They know when to interact and take over from the other person. Incredible teamwork, cooperation and collaboration, good fluency and dedication. They ate up the presentation. I also accept that they really did well with their presentation. Comrade also said no access to notepad, no access to their phones, no access to Google, no time to prepare themselves due to late night tasks, no professionals to seek for advice, yet they did all that and you failed them, expecting perfection from them when they are not professionals. Nah, Biggie, Onyeka Jeski will hit you one day. So people felt like Biggie was so harsh on Onyeka during the presentation, when he was speaking out, like telling Onyeka how house was faulty, because people felt like Onyeka did well for Biggie to actually put her down like that. Biggie, present for the viewers one day. Let us judge you too. Olodoma with bad voice. Show yourself. We want to judge you. Why fail this housemate woefully? Yeah, Yema with bowed head. Wahala. People on X app did not take it easy with Biggie. Oh. They were like, just tell us that there is no money. That's why you choose to fail this housemate. You give them win this week, you fail them the other week, because they are literally trying their best. So guys, before the wager tax happened, right, there was a loss in transmission for was even up to 30 minutes. Well, I don't think it was up to 30 minutes. There was loss in transmission. And then, fans, netizens, they had a lot to say. Some were like, oh, Biggie, once you come back, make sure you have brought in new housemates. Once you come back, change roles for the housemates. I'm like, yo, are they changing roles for them? Were they acting? Were they really acting? The one that even got me most was this one from Comrade that says, while they were looking for the footage being requested for, they have cut off today's transmission to the viewers. I blame Ben for this. So people felt like they were trying to get the footage of Ben and Handy Bruhaha, because I just said you guys on how Ben demands, a video to be played for them to get verified and let whoever is guilty, face the consequences. Anyways, people have been sharing picture of Ben during their pool party on Thursday. They were like, this boy is literally not getting himself. They are still using the picture to get to Biggie. They are tagging Big Brother. They said, Omo Biggie, you guys should release the footage or we need to see it. Kylie said, Biggie, please release those videos. We are tired. They felt like Ben is going through it and we need to see this one and know who is truly at fault. Any which ways, guys, still on yesterday's night brouhaha, Ozee and Onyeka 5G finally had a conversation. We all know how this week has been all about Onyeka, Ozee this, Onyeka that. From Ozee, you'll be hearing about Onyeka from today to tomorrow. So they finally had a convo. Guys, their conversation was really a long one because nobody won't agree for each other. This one will say her own, this one will say his own, like that, like that. At this point, it was giving lawyers, because they are both lawyers. So, when lawyers engage in arguments, go hear word. But last, Onyeka later said a subtle sorry, because the guy was insisting that he never led her on. The guy was even telling her how much he cares, that if caring as a friend leads to something like that, then he doesn't know how not to care about a friend. Also revealed about, what was he called? The kissing part that Biggie told him in the diary room, and Onyeka was like, no, nothing like that happened, but she knows where Biggie might think something like that did happen, but we saw the video. In fact, before I talk about that, let me read this from Cook That Thing. Mbadiwe twins have Biggie news because that is the only explanation for their excess screen time. I once told you guys that people were saying the Mbadiwe twins to get more screen time. And then someone replied down here, not even just one person, two people have a notion that the Tonita, that is Anita and Topher, gets more screen time than others. Meanwhile, coming from Pexi, I sent my brother to check up on you today. I avoided eye contact with you all week. A weak man. This was Ozee's words to Onyeka. He said he actually sent Ozee to check up on Onyeka, that he tried his best to avoid eye contact with Onyeka because he knows once he start looking her way, he would want to, humanity will come in, he will want to make peace. So, but he was just trying to avoid everything as such. Now, guys, Rainy Zion carried this one on her head like gala. Of course, you guys know she's a Victoria stan. And then Ozee revealing that he's insisting that himself and Onyeka never kissed. And Onyeka also accepting, has made Rainy is actually calling Biggie names. If you go through all this write-up, you would see it's her calling Biggie names, saying things. Even she had to go as far as sharing the videos. And believe you me, guys, I had to watch this video again. It was a peck on the lip, just like Biggie said, but I don't know why they don't want to accept it. I don't know. Maybe we saw something else and read something else. I don't know. I don't know whether the camera was what. I don't just know, guys. But I've been looking at this video again. It was still giving peck on the lips. Though Onyeka was not accepting with her full chest like yes yet. There was the way she said it. She was like, oh, I know the time. But guys, the cocoa of the matter is they made peace. In fact, during the early hours of this morning, they were kiki kakaing Onyeka, Ozee, and Ozee, and it feels so good to see that they are back together. Make we rest. Anyway, cheers, guys. I'm gonna be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.